A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to the channel Twin Flame Union. And this is the part 2 of the channeling session Divine Masculine to revive the magician energies for Divine Feminine. And before I go any further, I would like to tell you that there has been a lot of work that you guys did. And what's also coming out as this card magician has not come to this point because just like that, out of the blue, but because you learned some major lessons and you also need to revisit those lessons that started happening in the beginning of this year itself, which means a lot of you people have been seeing drastic change ever since the start of 2020. Obviously, now in 2 months, 2020 will be over, the next year will come, but you all will always remember that this year was different. It was very different because it changed you a lot. And many important shifts took place, and a lot of lessons were learned, and you will keep learning them till the end of this year. Now, I've also been given the dates 16th to 22nd November. It is 17th now, but I've been shown that a lot of physical world transformations would be happening in this time frame. The awakening will become more intense, and there would also be some sort of intimacy in terms of the twin flame love. This would be observed all over the world, not just in your relationship. So there are basically two things can happen in this situation. First and foremost, you would be feeling very excited about, where your journey is headed, and you obviously have solid ground. And the second thing is that you would be seeing things very differently than before. Even if you compare yourself with the person you were at the beginning of this year, you would see that, oh my God, you have drastically transformed. A lot of transformation has happened. And this transformation is so important that it will actually pave way for a lot of work that you would be doing in the coming time. And this is only for serious people. It's not for those people who are just taking it as time pass. Now, another thing that this energy upgrade is all about is that it was your confidence and it was your creativity and it was your faith that has allowed you to actually see these drastic changes in yourself and all of the shifts that happened. And it was because of this level of work that you did that made a lot of your ideas turn into reality. So it's not only about manifesting the twin flame relationship into something that you've already thought about. And as I've already said in part 1, that there are various formats of twin flame relationship. It's not just one type that where a man and a woman gets married. There are many ways the twin flame union comes into fruition. So now it's completely up to you how you see it, but what has happened is that since the start of 2020 until now, you've actually started seeing things from a very different perspective. You're no longer the same person who was craving something. Now you've become very practical, and now you're more about, I have to feel peaceful. There's no point, talking to my twin or getting married to my twin or getting engaged to my twin or getting into a business situation or starting the mission work, or in some case it's like you guys were divorced but now you want to have a very peaceful continuation of your life. Or as I said, you are probably best friends who have known each other for many years, and now you realize that this is the only person who helped you trigger, who actually not helped you trigger, but who triggered you so much that helped you to advance further. So as I said, there are some people who are in different types of sexual preferences. Today only I had shared one video where there were different types of sexualities were discussed. So It's not necessary that everyone has to be in a heterosexual relationship, but eventually, whether you're in a same sex relationship or you're in a heterosexual relationship, the person that you become is not so much into the sexual part of it, the intercourse part of it. You're more about the person who believes in love, who believes in loyalty, and loyalty has popped out as one of the key lessons that you've learned. You no longer want disloyal people around you, disloyal family members, disloyal siblings, disloyal friends, disloyal partners, disloyal business people. Even in pets, you can actually see which pet is more loyal and which isn't. So that's because you have become more loyal towards your own self. So magician is basically trying to tell you that you have found success, which means that magician cannot just pop up, that too in a channeling session. See, because a tarot card reading is very different. Tarot card reading is not what I'm doing right now. Channeling is very different. Channeling is where the divine gives you messages that you have to relay. And if in a channeling session a card has been given, that means a lot actually. So it's being shown to me that a lot of you have found success and you know that you are successful in many areas. You actually feel more peaceful and you're more intelligent right now, and your skills have actually increased because you have executed some of the things. But whatever happened in 2020, it's not like you started it in 2020. You started it in maybe 4 years back, 5 years back, 7 years back, 10 years back. But all of these years you were doing the spade work. So the word spade work has also been given to me for a long time. Spade work, spade work, spade work. So even now I've been told that some of you are doing spade work right now, and the harvest will obviously be there for you, but some of you are doing spade work. But a lot of you have already done the spade work. You have already sown the seeds, the seeds. You have already watered the seeds, and the saplings came out, the plant became bigger. So some of you have a kind of a big tree already who's about to give fruits. All of those things are happening. But no matter what situation you're in, as I said from the very beginning, I say this, the energy is this. The energy is of one love. And as a channeler, my focus is to help you upgrade the energy of one love as much as you can, no matter where you are in the journey. It doesn't really matter. But I know that you have gained a lot of insight, especially because 2020 is a very important year for the Twin Flame Ascension journey. Now, what now you need is basically you need more skills basically, and you need to upgrade more and more and more, because you know that life has become very different than what it was, and there is more to do, there's more to happen. So the universe is basically saying that you have been given all the tools now, because the magician has all the tools that are required to perform the magic. So go ahead, play your cards right, is what the universe telling you. If you needed a confirmation for something that you're doing. Now, I always say that when you surrender, automatically the path is shown to you. And whenever you surrender or before you surrender, you must always pray to the universe, pray to your masters, pray to your God, source, that please put me on the right path. Please, always put me on the right path. And when you're on the right path, even if you don't know what's going to happen in the future, because when you surrender, you really don't care about what's going to happen in the future. You don't care about the results. When you don't know about the future, anything can happen any day, any given day. There can be any risk, there can be any opportunities. And I'm speaking about this from my own experience. Like, it's always like that. You don't know what's going to happen the next day. The next day can bring anything. It can bring something good. It can bring something bad. In the morning, you could be singing many songs, meeting very nice people. In the evening, it could be the opposite. But whatever happens, there should not be any expectation of good and bad, because good and bad is just an illusion. And with time, you realize that even more deeply. Because the person who's witnessing is most important. And the more you respond and you react according to the situation, not how you want to, but according to what would be best in the situation. And that's why I always tell people that being spiritual does not mean you're a vegetable and anyone can come and cut you. That's not being spiritual. Being spiritual is to know how to respond in different situations. Okay? And in the twin flame journey, a lot of people actually learn that, because too much goodness is not required on planet Earth. Too much, obviously, being bad is definitely not being human. There has to be a balance, and you have to use both the things, both the behavior patterns according to the situation, even with your divine masculine. Because let me tell you that the divine masculine, as long as he is in the 3D self and he's full of fears and he has so many doubts, he obviously cannot be treated like the person who is awakened, because that's exactly what you tried to do in the past. You talked to him about certain things, you convinced him, or you made some plans, and he actually made you feel like you're cuckoo in the head. So that's the reason why I say that you have to always look at the person you're dealing with and then respond appropriately. If someone needs ass whopping, then give it to them if they really need it. But if someone needs a lot of sweet words and a lot of affection, then that is what they deserve, totally. The actual success of a person who's in the twin flame journey or who's a seeker starts happening when they are stable, when they are equanimous. So please Google the word equanimity, equanimous, and try to always keep a notebook and a pen with you, because whenever I do these channeling sessions, there are some very interesting things that pop up, that come up, and they can really, really help you ascend in this journey. They can be very helpful. So equanimity is the actual goal of the twin flame journey, and equanimity cannot come in your life unless you have faith that everything eventually will be all right. Now, the interesting thing is that magician is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury never comes with a timeline. There is no timeline. There are no dates that this will happen, that will happen, or say in 6 months this will happen, in 10 months this will happen, in 1 year this will happen. No. Because it's a magician. Magician can do anything at any given point in time. Now, there's also one thing that comes with confidence, and that is the usage of words and communication. That's why I said important communication. In the part 1 itself, I had used this. Important communication is being shown to me. So what happens is that when you're not confident, you say things, you say words that you don't mean, or you say it just because you just want to overcome that situation. You're full of fears. Even in the family, when dealing with the narcissistic people, this choice of words is very, very important, because narcissistic people can really bring others down, and they do it by the usage of their words, tonality, all of those things. So when you heal that template, then you automatically, you become a very smooth talker. I have to say that. How children are. Some children are so smooth at talking, they go like in a flow and they get things done. So you cannot become a smooth talker, be it your relationship with the divine masculine, your twin, if you are the feminine, or if you are the masculine, or if you're handling a business, or you're doing a project, or you're writing something, or, wherever you're interacting. The choice of words is a very important aspect of the communication. And the choice of word is also connected to your tone. Tone is also very important. So these are the things that, magician can give to you, but you also have to be in the receiving mode. If you're not in the receiving mode still, then also it will help you in some ways, and in some ways it will help you later. There's no fixed timing for magician. It can happen today, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen next month, it can happen 1 year. But of course it will happen. That is a surety. Though every card reading comes with advice, in this case, this is an energy upgrade. So you can say that the universe is telling you that we are giving you all the tools. It's right on the table, under your nose, in your reach. All you have to do is you just have to manifest your goals. But what are your goals? So, intentions only work out when you have very clear intentions. Let me tell you. You have to be very, very clear. And you can just have one statement like, I am so and so. That's it. That can be a manifestation. But to make it happen, you have to go through a certain journey. But even before you make it happen, you need to be very, 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 very clear. So you should not give up, I would say, but you should also let God do it. So what do you mean by not giving up and then still let God do it? Is you know that this is what should happen or is ideally supposed to happen. You're very sure about it. Like, for example, you're very sure that your mission will be a successful mission, or your contribution towards the mission will definitely happen. Now, before it actually happens, you would be going through certain places, situations, you would be meeting certain people. But if you give up in the middle, like, no, forget about it. So that's why you need to be very, very sure of what you want. And that is given to you via your confidence, which is your solar plexus. And I want to tell this to you all, that solar plexus is very, very important. Very, very important. Though I have said that sacral chakra healing can help a lot. But solar plexus, obviously, where will you get the energy? You'll get energy only from the root chakra or from the solar plexus. Now, solar plexus is the only chakra that can be self-illuminated. So even if your heart chakra is blocked and your root chakra is blocked or your sacral is blocked, you can still illuminate the energy via solar plexus. So the moment solar plexus starts working, it's unblocked. What will it do? It will give energy to the heart chakra and it will give energy to the sacral chakra. So to give energy to the sacral chakra, you need to awaken or unblock the solar plexus, which is Manipura in Sanskrit. And it's also called the city of jewels. Why? Because that's the treasure island. That's what treasure does. You can do anything when you have the treasure, the actual treasure. So this is where this part ends. I'm quickly getting into part 3. So hopefully you will get it very soon, right away. And then, surprise, there's something really amazing coming up. So, one love and peace out.